And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. Got a nice guest in the studio, Neil Levin, a friend and colleague for many years, and I've been a guest on this show forever. And he's in studio with some of the folks from Now, as you know. And I was just telling them that this company resonates well with you. We get a lot of feedback. We have a lot of companies come on to this show, and Now gets a lot of response. People want to know about the products, and we'll get emails asking us, what was that product that guy was talking about? So, we're very proud to have them as a sponsor, and we're delighted that they took the time to come into studio. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. I know we are in the flow and the grip, or whatever metaphor you want to use, of the holiday season. It is it's a wonderful time, and as I've been saying all week, it's a stressful time. We did a number of themes this week, a couple of times, holiday themes, and stress always comes up for sure. And finding a way to get through these holidays in one piece, right? It's all about peace, but trying to make it in one piece is not so easy. Even with the best of intentions, right? You got cold and flu season in play. You have relatives coming into town. You got to get the house ready, or you got to travel. Who knows what? Buying gifts. And all of that is lost, the real meaning of it all, right? And it can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Expressing gratitude, being thankful, being mindful of our life and those in our lives, and trying to connect with one another. I find it so ironic that all of this comings and goings during this holiday season about connecting with people, and we get so disconnected. It's crazy. When we're left to our own devices, we can really mess things up. So we just have to stop for a moment and think about it, reflect on it, and say, okay, maybe I do less, but do it or keep doing what you're doing, but do it in a different way, in a way that keeps you grounded. And
nutrition.com. Follow us, like us, and share us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to our YouTube channel where we have over 54,000 views at Let's Talk Nutrition, where you get live alerts. It's closed captioned for the hearing impaired, and it's archived by the date.
There's probably a name you don't know. The odds are very good. If you're in the medical field, you probably do. Dr. Gerald Berenson. Who would that be? Well, he passed away. He was pretty remarkable. He is the guy in Berenson's landmark study found that the risks of heart disease could be detected in children. He's the guy that figured that out. Well, he passed away. He was 96. So, as I tell you, these researchers, these medical researchers and others, whether they be virologists, whatever, biologists, oftentimes work in obscurity, and the only people that know them are their colleagues when they meet them at conferences and see their articles in the journals. But these scientists make great contributions. And I bring this up because, as you know, we are in the grips of an obesity epidemic, and 17% of children and adolescents are obese. 25% are overweight and obese. And Dr. Berenson was one of the early researchers. He was a cardiologist, and he found that detecting and reducing elevated weight, blood pressure, and cholesterol in young children could help prevent heart disease when they became adults. For me to say that now, that he figured that out way back when, they didn't know. Everybody just presumed that children were healthy, and children don't get sick, and children don't have heart disease, and children don't have high blood pressure or metabolic syndrome Well, now they do, and they did then too, but now at even a greater, far greater prevalence and incidence. And it's because of the way we live and the way and what we're eating and that diet. So I just wanted to mention him. This is an evidence-based show. We're all about the science, and it's people like that make a difference. And, you know, I would, if I had to hazard a guess, probably 90%, 95% of the audience didn't know who that guy was. And I wouldn't expect you to, but I wanted to tell you who he was. Neil Levin's my guest, and he has been, as I said to you, a regular guest on the show for many years, and always enjoy him. He's a good guy, solid, always prepared, shows up, you know. I never worry, and it's nice to have you in the studio, pal. How you doing?
I'm good. Actually, I'm not prepared today because it's just an open forum now.
It's good. Well, what's been on your mind? What have you been doing? What have you been thinking about?
Well, I was doing medical trainings in the Middle East a week or two ago on bone health, vitamin D, calcium, and other nutrients beyond that.
And so, who was the audience?
Medical professionals, so pharmacists and physicians.
So you're talking to them about bone health. Did they ask you questions? Were you surprised by any of the questions? Why such an interest in that for them?
Well, they're having a lot of issues with osteoporosis and things, and it turns out that 83% of the population of the United Arab Emirates,
yes,
where Dubai is, are deficient in vitamin D. They get so much sunlight, but they don't go out in the sun because of covering up for cultural issues, because of it's very hot there in the summer, and there's all.
It's remarkable. Food has
Flamoforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of anti.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.